Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Her Majesty blog, where we bring together the world of pageants with the aim of revolutionizing the standards of beauty and creating social development through women empowerment. My name is Baby, and I'm going to be your host this evening. On this particular series called It Is Within Her, which also happens to be our slogan, we chat to amazing women at the forefront of pageants. I'm talking about the queens, the directors, the finalists, literally everyone in the pageant industry. And they let us in on their amazing journeys towards becoming pioneering women in the industry. On tonight's show, we will be chatting to Miss Winter Angels, South Africa 2024, Gugulethu Bianca Zwane. Do stay tuned and don't forget to follow us on all social media platforms. We are Her Majesty Organization. Welcome, everyone. Our guest is already here. Welcome to enjoy today's episode with Miss Winter Angels South Africa as we welcome the season of winter. She is here. Hi. How are you?
Oh, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How was your day?
Busy. Super busy and hustles of taxis. Joe, you don't want to be part.
I know the struggle. I know the struggle, but I'm glad you're doing good. Welcome to Her Majesty vlog. Just to start with today's episode, we're gonna have an icebreaker, just to get into the feed of things, to get the cold away from our bodies and to get to like know each other a little better. I'm going to ask you to pick between two things, just literally two things. Choose one and easy stuff.
All right.
So the first one is a television interview or a radio interview.
A television interview.
Do you have a specific reason why?
I just like being in the spotlight, and I feel
Yeah.
like people to just hear me speaking
Mm.
is not like people to identify me and go, oh, that's her.
Mm. Okay. The second one is fashion modeling or pageantry.
Pageantry.
Okay. And the last one is full glam or soft glam.
Soft glam.
And the proof is literally here with us. So we can see that you are a soft glam girly and it looks good on you. So
Thank you.
big ups to that. That brings us to the end of the icebreaker. It was easy, ne? Not difficult at all. I'm glad. So to get straight into the interview of the day, our first question is just trying to get to know who Gugu is. So can you please just tell us who is Gugulethu Bianca Zwane beyond all the achievements that you have?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. My name is Gugulethu Bianca Zwane. I'd like to describe myself as a young lady that is full of personality, consistently curious and wanting to go into certain paths and just achieve anything that I set my mind onto. I am a kind individual and I'm always the most bubbly and loudest in the room. That's if you get to know.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. And how would you describe your younger self?
Well, really describe her as a girl that wasn't confident enough in her own skin, that was really wondering what could come out of the future. So she was quite a curious girly, but again, she always knew that somewhat and everything's going to work out for her best.
That's amazing. I'm glad you got to be comfortable in your skin and get to where you are today. What you spoke about the struggle of taxis. So I want to know, what does a typical day in your life look like?
So it's usually me. I get up in the morning, get ready for work, catch a taxi, well, two
Mm-hmm.
taxis that lead me to work, then get to work, my 9 to 5, 5 o'clock, back to the taxis. But usually during the day, I work as a sales administrator. So it's everything sales, clients this, clients that.
So you get to speak to people literally every day of your life.
Every day of my life. And then in the evening, I'm a student. I am studying in the evening. Not unless if I'm tired on that day and I'm like, not today. Let's deal with this.
Understandable. Understandable. I totally understand that. And out of all the things that you could have done, why did you choose pageantry?
So for me, I've always had people say, why don't you consider going into modeling? And that was back in high school.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I didn't really know how to start off with it. But luckily, I came across a wonderful, amazing lady, which I'm going to keep this time around because I want to keep her to myself. But I approached her and asked her to mentor me. So from that very same moment in 2018, I've never truly looked back. And I remember on my first pageant, when I entered and won first runner up, I was really thrilled by the whole experience of giving back to the community and just standing in a room full of people and just speaking my mind and having people listen to me.
Ah, that's amazing. And you are now the reigning Miss Winter Angels South Africa. Congratulations. Congratulations on that. Can you please just let us through on your journey from the moment you entered Miss Winter Angels South Africa all the way to your crowning?
So from the moment I entered, I remember seeing the post, but I think I had already premeditated entering for the competition way before they even announced the entries that they
Mm.
were. So more than anything, I have been a queen for Success Royalty pageants before
Oh.
as Miss Royal Regents South Africa. So I thought to myself of the feeling that I had, the empowering feeling that I had after winning Miss Royal Regents. And I was like, this is the organization that I'd love to be with in this specific time of my life.
Mm.
Because I remember it was just the thing of me getting back to my authentic self and just understanding who I am as a person. Because I feel it's just important going back at times when you feel lost as a person so that you can pick trails of who you are and what makes you truly an remarkable person.
Mm.
So I just pretty much decided, okay, I'm going to enter this year so that I can get back to pageantry and doing everything that I love doing. And yeah, the journey was pretty much nice. As a semi-finalist, I feel like I pulled through when it comes to my tasks and just preparing myself for the competition, which led up to me being a finalist, the
Mm.
community events, the talks here and there, and the finale night. The finale night was just amazing, just as much as the journey. But overall, I believe that everything was just great. And I'd love for all of the ladies to experience the whole journey as much as I experienced it. Success is a lovely organization. It fosters a relationship with God, which is something that I kind of felt like at the time I was losing. Hence why I was like, how about I go this way so that I can be in line with my values like I say I am. So yeah, lovely, lovely journey. And to any other pageant girl watching, don't dim yourself this opportunity. When you see entries open the next time,
Mm.
run, don't walk.
I'm getting the feeling that Success Royalty is such an impactful organization because for someone to enter their one pageant and decide to come back in another pageant, that means that they had made a huge, beautiful impact in your life. And I absolutely love that. I hope people will get your advice and take it to then get into their pageants as well so that, they can get to experience this thing live on.
Mm, I agree.
Yeah.
I
So
agree.
now, um, from being crowned, how has your reign been? How has working with 6A royalty been for you? And what are the highlights of your reign?
So the rain has been beautiful. More than anything, busy. I sometimes feel like I could have done more if I wasn't working and studying. But again, we need to work with what we have and accept what we can do and be okay with things that we do at a specific time. So for me, I just feel that with my reign, my highlight has been my community engagement at the child welfare, where I got to interact with the kids and just give back shoes and food and have a talk with the kids. I love being amongst innocent beings, and the way that they glance at me truly makes me feel. So it's always the thing of, I once was in a position where I needed someone to be a mentor, someone that I could possibly look up to, that truly envisioned who I was at the time. So I'd love having to see those other kids look at me and go, "That's a beautiful crown. How can I get that? Can you buy it?" And I'm like, "No, I can't buy it, but you can acquire it." And lastly, working with Sis Bongi has been the greatest of highlights for me during my reign. I do feel that I have a sister in her, and I can call her even now if in any case there's something that I need, or if I need guidance with anything.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. And unfortunately, or rather, I don't know if it's unfortunate or not, but you're coming to the end of your reign. Kana, when is the grand finale?
The grand finale is going to be on the 5th of July, and the red carpet will be exactly at 11 a.m. and then the show will start at 11:30. So yeah, the tickets are 350 rands. You can get a ticket from one of the finalists because there is scoring for them when it comes to ticket sales. So I urge each and every one of you to reach out to them instead and witness the beautiful godly show.
Yeah, I know it's gonna be an amazing show. Hopefully, I can also make it there. Now, what advice do you have, or would you give to the finalists for 2025?
So my advice to them is that just allow yourself to be you. There's nothing as beautiful as stepping into a room full of people and gladly representing the essence of who you are. You should never try and imitate somebody, or better yet, imitate me as the reigning queen. Be okay, be comfortable with who you are. Step up on stage and just understand that you've done what you could have with what you had, and everything else, just send it to God. Send it to God. The anxieties, the stress, the everything, send it to God. Whatever that stresses you, give it to God, and everything will come into place.
I hope they're listening. I hope they're listening. I see Nosi Nyalunga in the comments is saying, "Oh, we cannot wait for the grand finale." Yep, we cannot wait. And on I think it's when we were speaking about how you started with pageantry and you said you're gatekeeping someone. Ditapelo gladly was saying how sharing is caring.
I mean,
Sharing.
no. Okay, I'll plug you. Palisa. Just text me.
Amana, speaking up helps because if she had kept quiet and not asked, she would have gate kept it even now. So speak up, guys. Speak up. Ask for help where you need it. Now, can you please just tell us more about your foundation? What inspired you to start it, and what have you been doing within the foundation?
So I started my foundation in the year 2020. So, like, business is tricky. I feel like in as much as it is a foundation for me, I didn't register it as an NPO. So it's more of a business that I am running by myself. So I did do well the first year and I got a lot of entrants. I don't know what it was that I was doing right, but the following year it became quiet. But again, I will be relaunching it. The whole purpose of the foundation is to mentor young girls and just also push them to exceed their capabilities. I do feel that sometimes it's not that we can't achieve certain things, but we just hold ourselves back because of fear. But when we have a group of people that continuously show up for us, we just somewhat happen to make it happen for our best and also inspire the next person. So it's all about mentorship. It's all about knowing who you are as a lady and just understanding that life has twists and turns and you need to make something out of it nonetheless.
That's amazing. What's the name of the foundation?
So the name of the foundation was previously named Teddy Yanka and Projects Modeling Academy. However, on the rebrand, you will notice a change. It will be happening soon. And if it takes longer, please bear with me. I'm just a girl. So I will share the name, I will relaunch it, and hopefully I will have organizations like Her Majesty grace us with your presence so that we can be able to uplift the community at large.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm wishing you all the best with your relaunch. I hope all goes well. You can send us a DM, send us an email, you know,
All
we will be there. We will be there. Now, as an LLB student, right, you said that you're studying law. As an LLB student, how do you intend to use your qualification to make a meaningful impact in the society?
So I intend on using my qualification to bring back what justice means. So I intend on going on to the NPA and potentially become a prosecutor so that I can be able to deal with intricate cases like GBV. So as a victim and a survivor of gender-based violence, I sometimes feel like there are loopholes and I'm struggling to understand what the issue is. I know with my case, the evidence is there. I am here ready to go on at court and attend my case, but I just feel like the way the process is handled is just way too long, and it's a very, very deep conversation that needs to be had so that we can find ways in which we can make it work for people that were violated, because I feel like justice is not enough, number one. And how else does the state itself look into rehabilitating people that have been offended? So I want to start working as a prosecutor so that I can put my heart into it as someone that has experienced GBV and see what I can do best to be the light in this complicated world.
With where we are as a country, we need more people like you in the justice system to try to understand and get to the bottom of where we are as a country, because it's not okay. I am glad that you are there and you will make a meaningful impact in the justice system. I see Bale Samailula is saying we can't wait for the relaunch. Yes, we
Yep.
can't wait. But we will give you the grace to prepare.
Please.
We will give you the grace to prepare yourself. No pressure. No pressure.
Thank you.
Great. And now to the signature question here at Her Majesty. What does beauty mean to you?
Beauty to me means arising above odds. Beauty to me is skin deep. Beauty radiates from within. So if you work with what's inside you, there's no way you can appear to be ugly in any way, because beauty starts internally. So yeah, it's working with what you have inside. Have God, have kindness, have the correct values.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so, so much. That brings us to the end of our interview today. Thank you so, so much for your time. Thank you for your wise words and your insights that you gave to us here at Her Majesty today. And may God be with you at all times and help you with all that you need to achieve. Nosi Nyalunga is saying, may God carry you till you get to achieve your goal. We wish you all the best in life.
Thank you so much, Nosi, and thank you for having me. Had a great time. It was quite short. I wish it could have been longer. But yeah, thank you for having me, and I hope the ladies took something out of this. And for the angels that have joined, please keep on putting in the amount of work that you should be putting in as a finalist, because at the end of the day, what determines you being a queen is the work that you put in, not the cleats and glam. And that's it from my side.
Thank you so, so, so much. Enjoy the rest of your day and all the best.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. Thank you so, so much. That was Miss Winter Angel South Africa, Gugulethu Bianca Zwane. Just Talia K is saying, love your grace and goals for your future and the future of South African justice. Dita Bello Gladly is saying, we love you. Palesa Mailula is saying, thank you, Queen. Thank you so, so much to everyone who joined us today. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Do tune in on Thursday at 7 o'clock as well to see who else we have for you in the industry. You came late, my babe. We're done. But lucky for you, we will save the live and you will be able to watch the live afterwards on our social media platforms. Everywhere we are Her Majesty organization. So I'm talking about Instagram, Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. We're literally everywhere. And you can find us as Her Majesty Organization. You can find today's interview and all the other previous interviews we've had, because today is episode number 150. So there is a lot you can get from all the queens that we have interviewed before and even today's interview after we are done here. Thank you so, so much again to everyone. Enjoy the rest of your evening and the rest of your week. Until next time, bye.